Guys, rain's still happening. It was a perfect time for me to force myself to go ahead and finish snorkeling this thing. The engine's already done. You saw that video. This is the transfer case. If you can see there, it's like, I think this is a 1/4 inch fuel line. I bought it a while back. I did the differentials with it. But I just put a hose clamp over it. This, let me see if I can find that piece. It's a little cap. It's a little tiny aluminum cap that pops on there. And I don't know what happened to it, but you can just take a screwdriver or channel locks or something and just pop that thing off, and it's just a hole. So I just slipped that over. I had to heat the ends of this plastic tubing, kind of melted and shoved some pliers in there and opened it up, I guess, to spread it apart, and then slipped that on there and put a hose clamp on it. All right, now the transmission. This is what came out of that thing. See if I can get that to focus. This has got like a little weep hole deal. It's just a plug. I just took a screwdriver once again and hit on this little raised area right here, and it popped right out. So then, this was Taylor's recommendation. It is a 1/2 inch to 1/4 barb. Okay, so it's got them, like a little nipple on the end of it. He got his from like Lowe's. I'm too lazy to drive 30 minutes to town, so I got these off Amazon. Anyway, they let me take one out so I can show you. They have threads on them. All right. He heated his up with a heat gun. I just took sandpaper to the threads and shaved them down. And I asked him if he siliconed it. He said no, I wouldn't worry about it. And I was kind of iffy of that until I saw what he was talking about. He said it is plenty tight enough. So I don't know if I can get to this. There you go. I got it on there. It popped right in there. It was so tight. Such a snug fit. I had to bow up on it to get it in there, but let's see what else. Yeah, it's a tight fit. You're gonna have trouble probably for a little bit to get it on there, but it made it. So I slid more of this tubing over that. Then what I did was I have this T right here, and I got my transmission line and my transfer case line running to one line, and that one line is going straight up. I just would rather not have just a whole bunch of lines coming up there to be shown and visible, so I know this will be all right. And I need to zip tie this off of this exhaust out of the way. Let me show you how I'll have it up here. Alright, have it coming through the firewall like everything else. I need to adjust that little grommet deal, but have it going through there, coming out here, and it's going up behind there and up through here by where the windshield's at. I can still tuck this and kind of hide that a little bit better. That's super tight. But then I just have it running up the roll bar and then up underneath my top up here. So I think it's good. I'm happy with how it turned out. There could still be some dielectric grease going on, and I could still do something with the differentials, probably the differential breathers, but I tried this. I just took it in the sink a while ago. I should have videoed it to the kitchen sink, and I raveled up a bunch of this, and I submerged it with my thumb over one end, you know, simulating like the differential part. And the thing didn't take on water. It's just something the way it does with it wrapped. Water cannot pass all that air that's in this line unless you were to roll the vehicle like that many times or whatever. So that's the theory behind it. I know I've explained that once before. These are up that high. If I ever was to go that deep and it managed to get some into the differentials, then boo-hoo, so be it. I mean, I would rather water get in my differentials than my engine or transmission or something like that. So I have faith in it. Some people are skeptical of it. If you are, that's fine. Do it the proper way. You can buy all those kits. Like I said, Dirt Legal's got a ARP or whatever. Which one's? ARP is head studs. ARB, I guess is what it is. They have a kit with lines and all little push fittings, and they're all proper and everything. But I think you get 4 in the kit to do everything you need to do, and then they kind of, I think it mounts up here. It's kind of like that, and it's a lot more professionally done. That might end up being the route I take eventually, but for now I'm happy with this. My differentials are fine. I'll keep an eye on the fluid. I think everything's gonna be all right. I'm over here. Look at all this. I just was told that Interstate 10 was shut down and it's historic flooding, so that means even more than Hurricane Harvey in 2017 that we barely escaped. Me and my wife barely, we had a trailer over there and we moved over here last year and we're out of the way. We're fine here, our house is going to be fine, but this is kind of nerve-wracking actually, because this ditch is pretty deep. It's probably just about as deep as when we went riding at the ATV park and we kind of was cutting up, but I feel better now knowing that everything is completely sealed. Wow. Look, she didn't know it was that deep. Let me get out so I can show you guys. Oh, this water's cold. This water is cold. Oh, it gets deeper. Go around here back to the exhaust. My fan's getting it a little bit. You can see it throwing it out there. It does get a little bit deeper over that way. I'm just checking everything out and showing you guys. Let me see if I can get somebody out here to take some better clips. Hey, if you've ever wondered what your fan's doing whenever your machine's underwater, that's it right there.